Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Babu Owino has sent out a chilling message to Chebukati. A message I want us to have a look at here, after which, as usual, we are going to dissect it to see what it means. Babu Owino. Instead of making noise, gyrating, Chebukati should start reading about Kivuitu's history and how it ended after diverting the will of the people. Thus, Babu Owino. In this video, I want us to dig deep into those remarks to understand what Babu Owino means. Before doing that, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Wafula Chebukati came into office in January 2017 for a 6-year contract. During his tenure, we saw the Supreme Court of Kenya nullifying presidential elections in 2017. And also during his tenure, we saw the killing of Baby Pendo, the killing of Musando, and some other isolated deaths that were spread across the country. And also during his tenure, we also saw a split IEBC. In fact, in 2017, Roslyn Akombe had to resign and run away because she felt the commission was not doing its job as required as per the constitution. Akombe had to resign and run away. And after that, we also saw some other commissioners resigning. That was in 2017. In the just concluded 2022 presidential elections, we have also seen a split commission. A commission that, in fact, Chebukati and his team were a minority. A majority of the commissioners disowned Chebukati and the declarations he made as a result of the August presidential elections. So Chebukati has presided over a very split IBC commission. And in his tenure, Kenyans have also seen some deaths, including deaths in IBC. Some IBC staff have also lost their lives during Wafula Chebukati's tenure. And these are things I know will come back to haunt Wafula Chebukati. And especially, if you look at what happened in the 2022 August presidential elections, it's almost very certain and very clear that the election might have been rigged. There is a very high possibility that the election was rigged. And there are indicators showing that, because even before the election itself, IEBC as a commission was sending mixed signals. In fact, the first mixed signal was during BBI signature verification launch, where Chebukati and his team actually referred to BBI as Burning Bridges Initiative, which later, upon Kenyans complaining, they rectified and apologized. So you are seeing clearly that long even before the elections, Chebukati and some commissioners at IBC already they were not very happy with one side of the political divide, Raila and his team. And just some few days ago, when they were making their last remarks before quitting office, Boyamulu and Gulie actually reminded Kenyans of the BBI. Yes, that Uhuru and Raila wanted to remove them, or rather to send them home through BBI. So you are saying that this is a commission that was very bitter with Uhuru and with Raila Odinga. And they were just waiting for an opportune moment to revenge on the two leaders. And by revenging, Chebukati and his team most definitely influenced the elections in favor of William Samoei Ruto. It might be possible because it's obvious that if they were not happy with Uhuru and Raila Odinga, then it's only commonsensical that if it was a close election, then they could have easily tilted the scales towards a candidate they felt was friendly to them. And that's why I believe it might be possible Chebukati and the team tilted the election results. That has been Wafula Chebukati. If you look at Samuel Kivuitu, Kivuitu presided over the 2007 presidential elections, an election that brought Kenyans post-election violence. Later, after Samuel Kivuitu had declared Kibaki the winner, he kept giving some conflicting statements. At one point, he was being asked who won the election. He was saying he did not know. Another point was saying he made the announcements, or rather the announcement, under duress. So Samuel Kivuitu kept on changing goalposts. He was not very sure as to what he did. And from where I see it, I believe that the guilt of having rigged the elections in favor of Kibaki disturbed Samuel Kivuitu's peace. And even though Samuel Kivuitu died of throat cancer, it's very clear that the guilt of having led Kenyans into a post-election violence by declaring somebody who never won the election as the winner, it's Samuel Kivuitu, and it took him to the grave. And it might be possible that at one point in time, the same guilt might actually also consume Wafula Chebukati. Because from what we are seeing, new details are emerging that Raila Odinga might have won the election with a very big margin. And from the results we are seeing, Raila got about 8 million votes. And in the just concluded August 2022 presidential elections, there are Kenyans who, upon Wafula Chebukati declaring William Ruto the winner, some Kenyans got into depression and some even committed suicide. And a good majority are still cursing Wafula Chebukati to date. These are things I know will one day haunt Wafula Chebukati. These are things that will haunt Wafula Chebukati. If at all he has conscience, these are things that will most definitely haunt Wafula Chebukati for having turned the wheel over majority of Kenyans, for having given Kenyans a leader Kenyans never elected. That's something I'm seeing might befall Wafula Chebukati in the coming days. So Babu Owino is just trying to imply that Chebukati will one day pay for having rigged the 2022 presidential elections. And even besides that, I know Wafula Chebukati also, he might not be safe because we know that if you are in a team, or rather if you are in a group and you are doing a wrong thing, it comes to a point where maybe you start eating one another. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us for the very first time, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support us here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.